Hi there, this is Robert, head boxing coach at Body Mechanics in Castro Valley, and owner of the Sorio Training Center, coming at you again with some boxing tips for the day and a little bit of a workout. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, where does the power come from? And that's a kind of complicated question because it comes from a couple different places. But one of the places that we're going to talk about today, and one of the workouts that we're going to do today, is going to be for the step. And what we're talking about is having some weight on both of our legs here. Okay, and pushing forward, pushing your body forward, creating the force of the punch. Boom, right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today is how do I get that power to come forward and push all the way forward and be leaning this way. So when I'm going to throw my jab, I always want to make sure that I'm driving forward. So imagine maybe like a car coming through a wall, okay? The car, if I were to put something in front of the car and drive it through the wall, right here, it would go straight through the wall. All the force would be behind the thing right here, okay? So when I push into the wall, if I open my hand instead of using a fist, and you can do this at home, and I push off my back foot, keeping all my weight on top of my hips nice and even. I don't want to have my hips come out and have my body wobble around. I want to pretend I'm carrying a wedding cake with my hips, okay? I want to drive it forward, okay? Straight forward, all the way forward. So what I want to imagine when I'm coming in, I want to imagine if I have my hand here and I'm trying to push the wall back, I'm pushing off this leg, and this one here is just posting right here. Now if you watch the line of my feet are lined up pointing this way. They're not pointing this way towards the target. Okay, that's another thing we're going to talk about. That'll be one of the exercises. So I want this sensation of pushing off the back leg right here. This is a good exercise if you don't know what you want to feel, to stand up against a wall, put your right hand right up against your cheek, left arm or your right elbow tucked in, and push against the wall. As you feel that, you'll start feeling what it should feel like as you make contact with that punch. Now, one of the things that I always tell my clients when they're boxing, they're taking their step, is that basically what you're doing when you're taking your step is you're doing kind of a little side lunge, just kind of jumping over to the side. You notice that what I've done is I put a stick out here to kind of help myself and stay right on track, and I'm going to keep both my toes pointed right at the stick here, okay? And what I'm going to do here for an exercise to kind of get me ready for what we're going to do today is I'm going to do side lunges, and I'm going to stay right parallel on the bar, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 10 this way, and then after that, I'll do 10 this way. Make sure you're feeling your glutes. Make sure you're feeling everything fire off. What we're going to do, you'll see at the end how we put all these things together. We're back. Now, we've been doing our lunges and we've been doing them sideways. Okay? What we want to start doing now is we're going to put something in front of us and we're going to start doing it differently here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over to my left foot here, where you can see the stick right here. I'm going to open my legs a little bit. I'm going to squat down, meaning I'm going to put my butt backwards, okay? A lot of us don't bend here because we can't bend our knees and we can't bend our ankles. But right here, I should be bent in all different positions here, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend my hips are carrying a wedding cake. And I don't want the wedding cake wobbling on top. I don't want it to be like a bowl of Jell-O. I don't want to break it. I want to keep the top of my body strong. So as I jump over this thing right here, I'm going to keep the weight on my hips over and back. You notice it's the same thing as what we were doing, the lunge right here, okay? Now what we're going to do, I'm going to challenge you to do 50 on each leg. 50 on this leg, switch it around. Again, keeping the top like a wedding cake right here, right on top, not Jell-O, okay? Right here, right over, 50. If you're doing this right, your legs are going to be burning at the end of this. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're back. We've done our lunges both ways. Let's start now practicing and putting that into what that's going to do for our jab, okay? So we talked again about the top being like a wedding cake. I don't want the top of my body wobbling when I punch. When I make impact, boom, I want to be strong. I want to be strong all the way through, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put this bar still the same way because I want my foot still pointing this way. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the top of my shoulders. Just my shoulders. You notice even my core is still kind of at an angle, okay? I want to just be twisted, put my hands up. Now, when I step over, I'm going to push my jab out. Right here. Now, I should land and I should be firm. Notice my toe is not pointing out that way. It's not pointing in the same direction as my hand. I'm still doing a side lunge here. the weight of my body, because my body is strong and it's firm all the way through, I step all the way through, okay? And I should be able to stop here and I should be balanced. I should not be wobbling at this point. Now I'm going to pull my hand back. As I pull my hand back, I'm going to come back. Let's do 50 on each side.